Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hello?
You guys ready for the clown show? Each one more clownish than the next. They're there because of their skin color, because they're gay, they're stupid, they're whatever. That's why they're here. Let's watch.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I want to take a moment.
Oh, Grady's here.
Item 2 this morning. Years ago, with your support, we launched the largest guarantee-based program, reaching over 3,000 individuals who were on the brink of homelessness. It was a bold and necessary step to provide stability and dignity to our most vulnerable residents. What you have before you
don't know what dignity is if it slapped you in the face. If you had some dignity, you'd leave your job a long time ago there, Grady.
Have each committed $1 million from our discretionary funds to expand this effort. The next round of GPI will provide $1,000 per month for 2 years to transitional age.
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Of intimate partner violence. These groups
the DEI Council. Every one of them is here for a reason, and not because they were the best in the job. Every last one of them.
The data show that these populations were among the most vulnerable, and also.
I'm here because I'm stupid. I'm here because I'm super gay. I'm here because I'm the first openly gay, and you guys aren't open.
We're deeply grateful for their continued commitment to uplifting families and preventing homelessness.
That's it. Single clap. You caught that there, Kit Kat?
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Soto Martinez.
Thank you so much, Council President.
Clown supporting the clown.
Giving a brief summary of some of the work that was done before I got here, and let me just say it's been wonderful to build off of that work, and I'm very happy to partner with you on this issue. And you know, this motion is about continuing an incredibly successful guaranteed basic income program, as Councilmember Price mentioned,
Guaranteed basic income.
In 2022,
sounds to me like social pittance.
A group of low-income Angelinos were given $1,000 a month for 12 months with no strings attached.
Oh, wow.
And we saw life-changing results.
Give me some life-changing. Give me free money. Free money.
Workers finally had the flexibility to leave dead-end jobs and have economic...
all because of $1,000 bucks.
Movement to a better job. And something that gave me a lot of hope.
That's 2 trips to the grocery
intimate partner violence were finally able to leave those abusive relationships because they had the means to do it. And so today we are building on the success of that program with a new $2 million investment. And this next phase will continue to support survivors of intimate partner violence, the group that saw the most dramatic improvements in that pilot program.
Second, like the Chinese movie. Just give me a moment.
I feel very personally connected to because of my district. Expand to include transitional aged youth, including queer and trans youth, who face significant system barriers to stability and employment.
Help the queer and the trans youth.
Many of these folks are
they don't have money. They're not smart enough to do anything for themselves, apparently. Like get a job like the rest of the world.
We're pairing these direct payments with job
training. I was just saying it a moment ago.
Hospitality Training Academy, which has a near 100% success rate in placing their graduates into high-quality, good-paying union jobs. Colleagues, that has
unions are for suckers.
Truly transformative, life-changing
Jimmy Hoff ain't around. Unions are for suckers.
I want to thank CIFD department. We're here with
take
our
your money.
General managers and assistant general managers who have led much of this work, and the folks that are not here today from your team, please give them a big thanks and so much recognition for the work they do. And so again, I just really want to thank Councilman Price, his team, and everyone who's worked on the first pilot program, because now we have the know-how and know what to do in this next phase.
Baby Gay handed out all the money, and Indigent Queer.
We can look at poverty in a very different light. Many folks
tell them to hurry up, online warriors. He's fucking late.
With many of the
he needs
privileges
to hurry up.
A lot of people have, including myself. I have a lot of privilege, and so giving folks an opportunity to move
How did
up
I meet
life,
Zero? I met him through
economic stability,
Muggs, the DJ from Cypress.
Really life-changing effects, and
Muggs
good for the city and good for so many people. So, so I also urge for I vote, and I look forward to seeing this report evolve in the coming years. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Of course
Soto
it hasn't,
Martinez.
Daniel. I mean, I know I'm a dummy, Daniel. I'm low IQ as it gets, but even as dumb as I am, I understand what's going on for sure.
This program was pioneered by Mayor
people
Tubbs
are nothing
in
but
Stockton,
race
California.
baiters. These
They had
people are
incredible resorts here.
all they
Our
want to
program
do
was
is help
much
these
bigger. I was happy to
so-called
participate,
people
be
that
able to
can't help themselves, that made bad decisions, or are just too fucking stupid and lazy. And that's really what it is. And guess who's paying for all that? They are over here patting themselves on the back, clapping for each other about how well this $1,000 a month is doing. Well, where are you getting the $1,000? From motherfuckers like me.
No, one family, one household on a block can make a difference for that whole block. And one block.
You know, Mark Queef, the pussy fart here, can give you the Ethiopian shim-sham all he wants, like Gregory Hines did in History of the World. The Ethiopian shim-sham. But it ain't falling for it. I ain't falling for it.
It reduces the strain on those resources when we invest in those families. And we saw that here in a very clear way. In addition to the fact, the number one thing people did was either stop their dead-end job and took a class or got a certification to allow them to get a better job. We know that the people, and this is not rocket science at all, the people with the best quality of life in our society are the people who have economic security. It's not complicated at all.
And why do they have that? Because they work and they're not fucking lazy and they didn't have too many fucking kids. I had too many kids and I can't afford the kids and I just fucked until I fucked them and then I fucked some more. Then I popped them out. I shat kids out until I couldn't shit kids out anymore. And now it's your fault. That's why they have fucking jobs. That's why they fucking work. That's why other motherfuckers are lazy and are fucking poor because they made themselves. That was their own choice.
Folks, so everybody knows, we will go until 11:25.
Their own
so
choice.
Everybody here, if somebody comes in and they're wondering,
always somebody else's
going
fault.
With public comment to 11:25.
They didn't survive.
We'll take as many speakers as we can between now and 11:25. Thank you so much.
And again, when you have an idiot parent, you're going to learn from that idiot parent.
When it's your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item.
Yeah, they don't need it. They are just stealing.
The items open for public comment. We will tell you when your time is up.
Daniel, how many times have I used the word locust? Locust. You know what locusts are, right? Little bugs, insects, like a grasshopper, flies through the air hundreds and if not 1,000 miles down the road and finds resource, sits down, eats up all the corn or the resource they want, and then that's all gone because they ate it all. Now they fly on to the next bit. That's how this works. And you'll keep feeding them. We will keep feeding the beggars. These people are beggars. That's all they are, and I will refer to them as such. And then when I see them on the street, I'll throw them $1 in their face and say, here, beggar, I know you need it. Go chase that dollar in the wind.
3 and items 25 through 28.
You want my dollars?
Please
go chase it in the wind, motherfucker, and hope the wind kicks up. I'm going to laugh watching you catch that dollar that's tumbling down the street.
Speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may
Maybe
speak
the
to any
AC's
of the
not
items
working in there?
or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. I have a couple more announcements. If I got to have the interpreters make this first one aloud to the room, please. If you require a Spanish language interpreter,
fucking flipping the story for me on why people are poor and oppressed. Enough of that. It's because of you. You have your problems. Nobody came into your house and made you do the things you did. And if you're mad about being impoverished, be mad at your parents who brought you into the world that way. They should have had a better standing before they brought you in.
Everyone else. Thank you.
No one else to be mad at but your own parents. They should be forced to support their own. Forced.
A couple final announcements. As the council president has stated, we will go until 11:25 for public comment. So in order to help us run an efficient public comment and include as many people as possible,
well, shut up and we can get more in.
Please follow these instructions. The order in which public commenters are called up is at random. It is randomly generated. So please wait until you hear the name you signed up under read aloud before lining up. After you hear the name that you signed up under read aloud, you can line up in any order on your left-hand side of the council chambers. And I believe the clerk's office has one announcement that's not related to the public comment instructions. Go ahead.
Just a point of clarification. For the continuance on item number 5, Councilmember Rahman, the 23rd, September 23rd, you want to change it to September 19th, 2025. That's a new continuation date. Thank you.
Guardians home. Oh, the game's already on?
I'll begin calling names.
I forget.
Ra, Elizabeth Hernandez, and Jessica Melendez.
It's a weird day game on Wednesday. I guess people, early birders are getting in there. All right, here we go. First set of speakers. Thank God we didn't have any fucking presentations. That's nice. And I'm guessing everybody in a yellow shirt's a beggar. But let's see. Let's see if I'm right.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Which items would you? Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, due to the refusal of any accountability, transparency, cruel and unusual punishment, and the lack of any decency
3 and shrimp walking in.
All of the juvenile detention centers and men's central jail need to be closed immediately. To further, get rid of the California Peace Officers Bill of Rights.
Yeah, just let all the criminals out.
It protects lewd and abusive cops and is a threat to our neighborhoods.
The overachiever, everybody. 55 years old. Should be at work. Telling you that all the jails should be closed and you should let all the criminals out. Here comes the first beggar coming up after this lady.
General public comment?
Okay,
I'm going to count beggars today.
Hi, my name is Jessica Melendez.
We're going to do a
with
beggar
South
count.
LA from District 9. This year, Los Angeles has been hit by several disasters, from the devastating wildfires to the ongoing terrorizing and kidnapping of Angelinos,
Here it comes.
which, undocumented or not, they deserve protections at such a critical moment. As a result of these disasters, low-income workers have lost their jobs, making them more economically insecure and closer to eviction and homelessness. I also see that you all have raised the Olympic flags. A reminder that all eyes will be on the city of LA in the coming years. They already are. But what about us, right? What about your constituents? Without fair renter laws, LA will continue to see rising homelessness, overcrowding, and economic strain on working and middle-class families. I urge the City Council to adopt Keep LA House demands for the RSO formula.
Demands.
Rent increases based on 60% CPI all items, a cap of 3% and no floor, no rent banking, and no bumps for utilities and additional occupants.
I wonder if she goes into
Before the
McDonald's
next
and
speaker,
tells
I'd like
them
to
how
call
to
a few more
run their
names.
job or run their store. So there's one beggar
Nancy Villanueva,
telling people how to run
Domingo
their businesses.
Solosano,
You can
and
always
Rudy
move.
Chavez.
Just move.
Good morning. My name is Elizabeth Hernandez. And first of all, I would like for all of you guys to stop having side conversations.
Are you here for
and pay
general
attention
public?
because
Speaker, are you here for general
I
public?
love
comment?
how they just tell everybody
Okay, so you
what
have
they
1 minute.
want.
Sorry. And just before
You're
you
just going
start
to do
our
what
time,
I say.
Just for if you're here
And if
just
not,
for
you're a
general
bigot.
public comment, it is helpful if you let us know which items you're here for.
I like that.
Once we know, we will set the time. Go ahead. Sorry, you have 1 minute for general public comment.
My name is Elizabeth Hernandez, and please, I'm asking you guys to stop having side conversations because everyone here is taking time from their family, from their jobs, from their daily life for you guys to listen to them. And we want you guys to bring the large scale formula and adopt it and vote on it. The residents of LA needs it. And on the side, please, I want to talk to Mr. Curran Price. We have not heard from your office. How many more children has to die? How many more accidents do we have to have at Vernon and Wadsworth? We've been trying to reach out to your office. We had a meeting on the 4th. Nobody from your office happened to show up to our meeting. I don't know what's going on with your staff. They're ignoring our calls. They're ignoring our community. Community has been calling directly to your office. We had collector signatures. We had door knock everywhere around the neighborhood. We've been in the farmers market outside your office, and we have no response. Please reach out back to ACE and the education chapter. Thank you.
You heard that, Grady? You ain't doing your job, apparently, Grady, but you show up every day, recuse yourself every fucking day.
So
You
before
pile
the
of
next speaker
worthless
begins,
shit.
We appreciate
Viewer
your
discretion
patience.
is advised.
I expect us or suspect that we will hear some highly offensive comments. The quickest way to get through it is to
More time
not
wasted.
disrupt this public comment. After the next speaker finishes,
More time
then
wasted.
they will
Shut
not
your
be allowed to
mouth.
speak during the rest of the meeting.
Shut your mouth,
Good morning, Mr.
pumpkinhead.
Herman. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment.
Wasting another minute of our fucking time, Borai.
Prior restraint for the record.
So would you like to begin with your general public comment, or do you want to speak to the items?
No, asshole. I'm going through all
Then
items.
please
and
stick to the items for your
Right,
first 3
asshole.
minutes. Go ahead.
In Mulholland Drive, we are building a fence like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has done America a good thing by providing Mulholland Highway under Hollywood sign in Council District CD4 to prevent the crisis on illegal activity, illegal criminals, and illegal homelessness, ramen noodle.
Noodle.
And then I look at item number 1 in Council District 9 and 13. Fuck the fire.
So item number 1 is not open for public comment. Public comment was previously held at committee.
Number 6. Number 6 talks about weed abatement.
Weed?
And many of us already know that smoking weed is good for you.
Yes.
And cleaning up after you smoke a blunt like Smoking Scan.
So this has nothing to do with the item on the agenda. You have been warned previously to stick to the agendas. It is about weed abatement. You have now forfeited your comment on the items. Move to general public comment. You've been warned multiple times.
14,
You have 1 minute for general public comment.
Hopefully, Juan Carlos.
So now we see that the United States under Brandenburg versus Ohio. Get ready, everybody.
Get ready.
Brandenburg versus Ohio, for the record. Yes, it's very well noted that the courts, and this is a Supreme Court decision based on not racial dog-eating Korean attorney. This is about Koreans that eat dog that don't understand the dog language that I'm about to say for the record.
So this is your general public comment, but the Brown Act does not allow you to be repetitive.
Shut the fuck up. I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. I'm on the fucking clock. Shut the fuck up.
That's it. Shut your mouth.
Now, the significant portions that could be understood were, how far is the nigger going to yell? US 395 444 1969, everybody. And here it is for the record.
Mr. Herman, we're going to hold your time.
Look at him laughing already.
You were previously warned for using the N-word in any of its variations, which is a violation of Council Rule 7. You continued to use the N-word. You actually disrupted this meeting, and I've had to stop the meeting to warn you to not violate Rule 7. You have forfeited your speaking time. If you disrupt the meeting again, you will be subject to removal.
And again, thank you everyone for your patience.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. We don't care what you have to fucking say.
Sí, buenos días,
Pumpkin
mi nombre
head.
es Sofía Mendoza y voy a dar el comentario público.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Sofía Mendoza and I'm going to give public comment. Tiene un minuto, señora.
Soy miembro de ACE y vivo en el Distrito 9.
I'm a member of ACE living in District 9.
Las continuas redadas federales de inmigración y los drásticos recortes de presupuesto federal para familias de bajos ingresos.
The increasing ICE raids due to on behalf of the federal government and the budget constraints on lower income people. Continúe.
Han agravado significativamente esta crisis.
Have made this crisis even more grave.
Si bien la ciudad debería estar tomando muchas medidas para estabilizar a los inquilinos ahora mismo.
The city should be taking as many measures as possible to stabilize the citizens right now.
You mean illegal
Una
immigrant
acción
citizens? I think
concreta
that's what you meant.
que el Consejo debe tomar ahora mismo es actualizar la
There's no such
fórmula de
thing.
aumento de
They're
renta
illegal
de
aliens.
lapso
They're not citizens.
para que no suba la renta más del 3 sin límite mínimo.
So one of the things that the city should be doing is adopting the LARSO ordinance so that the rent is capped at no more than 3%.
Les pido a los concejales del Sur Central que voten sí a estas medidas porque hemos llamado, mandándoles correos y no responden a nuestros correos ni a nuestras llamadas. Sí.
We are asking specifically the South Central representatives to approve this because we've been calling you, we've been emailing you, and you won't answer.
Because he doesn't care about you.
Les pido que pongan esta medida de Larson ya en la agenda, por favor.
We're
Gracias.
asking you to put this LARSO measurement in the agenda now,
You
please.
vote for them,
Thank
you deserve everything you get, ma'am. You deserve everything you get, and you're getting it. And
I'd
it's
like
putting
to
a
call
smile
a few
on
more
my
names
face.
first. Maria Rafael, Peter V., and Jonathan Diaz.
You mean they told you they was going to give you something and they didn't give
Mi
it?
nombre es Dominga Solórzano.
No
morning,
way.
my
Por favor,
name is-
necesito traducción.
My name is Dominguez Solórzano, and I need translation.
Okay, so you'll have one, is it general public comment?
¿Es comentario público general? Yes.
So you'll have 1 minute, and if you could let the speaker know, you can adjust the mic even more if you'd like, whatever's comfortable.
Sí, tiene 1 minuto y puede ajustar el micrófono si es que usted necesita para estar más cómoda.
Si bien la ciudad debería estar tomando muchas medidas para estabilizar a los inquilinos ahora mismo, una acción concreta que el Consejo debe tomar ahora mismo es actualizar la fórmula de aumento de renta del Larso para que no suba la renta más del 3% límite mínimo. Ay, por favor.
Nobody is, Oscar. You know that.
The city needs to take measures to stabilize the renters. And one of those measures that the city can take is by approving the LARSO rank
May
cap
not be
at
a word
3%.
for it. There's a lot of words that don't translate to
Por
Spanish.
favor, se les pide, por favor, porque yo como madre de bajos recursos, mi nombre es Dominga Solórzano y vivo en el Distrito 9
they
y
don't know
soy
English.
miembro
That's
de
Feel
ACE.
comfortable in Spanish.
Y
Hi, Alexa.
por favor les pido
Alexia.
porque yo como persona de bajos recursos me impacta al saber que suba la renta si mi esposo tiene muy bajos recursos.
I'm asking you as a mother, as a low-income mother, tenant of District 9, I'm asking you please to put this on the agenda because I am being very impacted. My husband is low-income as well.
Sí, me siento muy nerviosa porque mi esposo también es de pocas horas de trabajo y estoy muy impactada por todo esto que vaya a suceder con nosotros.
I'm very impacted and very anxious with
has,
everything
Alexia.
that could happen
He's
as
done that
both me and
before.
my husband are low
He
income.
speaks Spanish, Mr. Herman. He's Latino. And I want to say he served in the Marines. I'm pretty sure. So he's talking about it. I've seen him wear
Good morning.
Marine
My
shirts.
name is Maria Briones, and I'm a proud member of ACE. First thing is that we need to agendize
Video?
LARSO ASAP, not tomorrow,
Video?
not next year.
Noodle?
It is very urgent that we get the rent cap to 3%. We'll keep it that way because landlords have benefited for years and years and years and years. It's almost 40 years that hasn't changed. And we, the tenants,
Business
have no
owners-
profit at all. We cannot continue doing this. We have to stop it. We have to at some time level, the situation between the tenants and the landlords. It's only the big corporations that are paying your seats right here, your vote, no, right? Or yes, maybe yes. So it is important
Thank you,
that
Tom
you guys
P.
pay attention to what the tenants are asking. We are not asking for something that is trivial.
You're demanding.
Or something that we cannot do. You can do it. Thank you.
You're not. Hold on a second. Let me pause it really fast. You're not asking for anything. You've been demanding it, each and every one of you. And I hate to break it to you, but business owners make profit. That's why they're business owners. If there's no profit, there's no reason to deal with your fucking headache, ma'am. Because you, ma'am, are a fucking headache. And if you don't want the headache and you don't want to be a rent burden, buy a fucking home.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Mi nombre es
Then you can be tax burdened. Okay, property tax burden.
My name
You'll
is
still
Irma
be in here
Martinez,
crying.
I'm a member of ACE.
Telling people how to fucking run their businesses.
1 minute for
Should be a
general
fucking shame of
Un minuto
yourselves,
para
all of
comentario
you.
público general.
You're fucking adults. Bunch of fucking toddlers. That's what you fucking are when I look at you.
Pues yo soy una persona ya de la edad que tengo y como ustedes sabrán,
Be ashamed of yourselves in here begging,
todo el problema que hay
adults
ahora
begging
para
every day.
poder trabajar.
Well, I am,
Shame.
I am an older person. And as you guys know, there's a lot of difficulty in being able to work.
Estoy enferma, pero más sin embargo así he luchado trabajar para sobrevivir.
I am ill, but as you know, I am still fighting to be able to work, to be able to survive.
I'm
Pero
ill
el problema
too
es que ahorita
from having to pay for all this
no se puede
shit.
sacar
I'm
ni
ill.
para la renta.
What now? I'm
The problem is that
ill.
right now you can't even make ends meet to afford rent.
Y pues uno quiere tratar de hacer lo mejor de trabajar, pero no se puede.
And you want to do the best you can, working as
Haven't
hard
even
as you
finished my
can, but
coffee.
it's just not possible.
BJ's fault.
Pedimos
Love you,
que
Beach.
por favor apoyen a la campaña Larso
We're asking you to please support the LARSO campaign
para actualizar la fórmula de aumento de renta de
This shit is
Larso
simple.
para
To-
que suba la renta más del 3% sin límite mínimo.
to update LARSO, the LARSO formula to cap the rent at 3% with no floor.
And it'd be a whole lot different if these people came in and didn't demand what I need to fucking do. They came in with their hat in their hand and said, I'm sorry, I
Right.
really
Which
need
item
the
would you
help.
like to speak to?
That'd be a whole nother fucking story, but I
Sure,
don't hear
1
none
minute,
of
go ahead.
that. I hear
My
fucking
name is
demands.
Peter. I'm here to speak on RSO and the need for greater rent control. Los Angeles is a city of renters where people's ability to live in
What's up, Cubby?
RSO rent-controlled
Happy
apartments
Wednesday.
is the only thing keeping a roof over their heads. In a city where nearly 100,000 people receive eviction
True golf.
notices over the last year, indexing RSO increases to 60% CPI and creating a 3% hard cap on rent increases is essential to prevent thousands of more people being pushed onto the streets of this city. We need adoption of the LARSO rent cap now. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Juan. That's what I'm saying. Okay, it's a whole nother when you come in humble. These people aren't humble. They're telling you how you're going to run your business. They're demanding they need this or that. And why are they impoverished? Because of them or their parents. So you should be mad at your
Good morning,
parents
my name is
for
Maria
being
Rafael.
poor and having you.
Soy señora de
They should have been more stable before they had you. Why does poverty happen?
para pedirles de un favor para todos los que estamos aquí presentes y las
Too many
personas
poor people
ausentes que son
fucking.
de bajos recursos.
I am here as a senior citizen, as a person here asking you guys for a favor for everyone that is here and everyone that was not able to be present for people of lower income.
Si bien la ciudad debería estar tomando muchas medidas
Thank you,
para
Cornholio.
estabilizar a los inquilinos, ahora mismo una acción concreta que el Consejo debe tomar ahora mismo es actualizar la fórmula de aumento de renta de la LARSO para que no suba la renta más del 3%.
The city should be taking steps to stabilize the tenants, and one of the concrete ways that the city
They
can
should
do that
be
is
doing
by
this, they should be
adopting the
doing that.
LARSO formula and capping the rent
Not
at 3%.
can you, please.
Por lo mismo, soy miembro del ICE y ellos los están apoyando para que no suban la renta en el Distrito 8 y les agradezco por su apoyo a todos los integrantes que están aquí
Pretty much, Beach.
escuchando nuestra voz.
And I am a member
BJ.
of ACE, and I live in District 8, and they are here to support us, and so I'm giving thanks to all of the people that have arrived here to lend us support.
You know who you should be asking?
Actualizar
Joe
la
Biden to give up all
fórmula
that
de
insider
aumento de
trading
renta
money.
es la
He
LARSO
promised you
para
money.
que
Ask him for
Oradora,
it.
su tiempo se le ha expirado.
Promise he can't print no more for you.
para que no suba la renta
So
más del 3%.
She's getting extra time.
Please cap the rent at 3%.
Okay,
Gracias.
Thank you, Cornholio.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call a few more names. Brendan Fisher, 24 Hours, and Kevin Ramsey.
Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, City Attorney Smoking Scan. Start with item number 21. 一不叫你又来呀，二不叫你愁啊，三不叫你穿错了小妹妹的花兜兜啊。
What does this shirt say?
小妹妹的兜
Small dick, big dreams. That's what it says. Small dick, big dreams.
小妹妹送我的狼呀，就送到了大门东啊。Item number 22。 偏赶上这个老天爷下雨又刮风啊，刮风不如下点儿小雨儿好啊，下小雨儿留我的狼多待上几分钟啊，小妹妹送我的狼。 呀，就送到了大门南呐，顺腰中我就掏出来2块大银元呐，这银元给我的狼买上一张火车票啊，这银元给我的狼买上一根中。 花烟呐 ，Item number 23， 小妹妹送我的狼呀，就送到了大门西呀，一抬头我就瞧见了有一个卖力的呀。 What
face is he talking about? Just the weird ones that I make, Sky?
又想起身子虚，吃不得那2东西呀。小妹妹送我的狼呀，就送到了大门北呀。一抬头我就瞧见了。 王八驮石碑呀，若问这王八犯了什么罪呀？只因为他坐相声，桌子挡住了腿呀。Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. My friend from Smoking Scan, Dana, texted me last night that she will not eat a Brazilian barbecue with me unless I wear my shirt. She sent me last night, so I'm wearing the shirt right here. So yes, I would like to inform everybody that Los Angeles continue to having a homeless crisis, and Los Angeles continue to have public corruption issues. That is the reason why that we need to replace the council member in Council District 1. That is the reason why that my friend Dana continue to vote for Spindler, continue to love Spindler, but Dana never likes me. But that is okay. We're gonna make sure every single Smoking Scan family member, every single Dana out there, let's make sure we're gonna tell our friend, spread the rumor, spread the news. We're gonna elect Spindler for 2026 Council District 1. Spindler, let's go.
Let's go. Where is Spindler, man? I'm
Before
starting to get worried.
Speaker, I'd like to call a few more names. HHH, Pablo McCall, and Sikivu Hutchinson.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
Hi, City Council. My name is Brendan, and I'm a resident
Dana
here in
is
Council
somebody
District
that comes in
14.
here and
I'm
watches.
here in
Just so you
support of
guys
Keep
know,
LA
Dana
House
M.
Coalition's
and
demands
her
for
husband
lesser
watched
reforms,
the show, so
specifically
it is
to
a real
lower
person.
The
She's
allowable
not
range
talking
of
about
rent
me.
increased from 3 to 8% down to 0 to 3%, and to get rid of the additional utility and new occupant bumps. When we look at the fires, we look at the ice raids, it really becomes apparent that the only groups who are actively looking out for the community are the communities themselves. And so, especially in the context of the ice raids and the LARSO reform and your inaction on both of those fronts, it really begs the question whether or not you truly believe yourselves to be representatives of the people, or if you're content to, according to Kenneth Mejia, rake in a nearly $250,000 salary and act as, in effect, aristocrats in waiting, trying not to disrupt the status quo that has benefited your wealthy donors so much. Thank you.
I think that's a pretty decent shot of him. Sitting right on my foot again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Sakivu Hutchinson. I'm with the Women's Leadership Project and the Standing for Black Girls Coalition based in CD8. I appreciate that the council is providing dedicated income to intimate partner violence survivors. However, we demand that you go further to ensure that black women and girls are prioritized in the allocation of this funding. It has been over 2 years since the City Human Rights Department released a report indicating that black women are grossly overrepresented in sexual and domestic violence victims, as well as those who are murdered and missing. While the council and Mayor Bass have been proactive about protecting other vulnerable communities, black women and girls are the least protected and the most brutalized in LA. Our dead bodies are literally on the line in this epidemic of black femicide that extends from South LA across the nation. So Council Member Harris Dawson, we are asking again that you stand for black girls and work with the community utilizing all those Destination Crenshaw millions to create a safe youth space in honor of 16-year-old CD8 murder victim Tiana Diaz that provides prevention education services and programming for black women, girls, and queer youth. Stand for black girls and prioritize our lives. Put your money where your damn mouth is.
Yes, we demand again. And you notice the little shade
Before
she threw
the next
there.
speaker, I'd like
oh,
to
yeah,
call a
she's
few
taking
more
care of
names.
other people, immigrants, and not us. That was the shade.
Suzette
I don't know
Shaw,
if you caught that.
Manny Reedy, and Raul Diaz.
She threw the shade right
Good
there.
morning. Which
At
items
the
would you like to
mayor.
speak to?
Well, you taking care of them, but not us. Thank you, Signal.
So good morning, everybody. My name is Pablo. I live in District 9. June of 6th, 2025, I was arrested by immigration at my workplace, and I held it a month and 3 days. So I don't wish this to anyone affected in my housing. Like many others, we also here in the homes and low income. I cannot work at the moment. I have a bracelet in my foot. We need to cover rent bills. So we're asking for your support because how we affected we are. We asked that a more fair formula. The rent increased. Many of us who were affected and low income people cannot cover this expense. And we also we ask that for you schedule will support the rent control campaigning from 0% maximum 3%. Maximum increases. This is the time for consulting the updated rent increase formula to better protect tenants and promote housing stability. Los Angeles cannot claim to be centralic city of this
Speaker, your time is expired.
What is that,
Speaker?
six?
True centralic means
Six
keeping
beggars?
people in.
Six of them now?
Speaker, we have to move on to the next speaker. And
All the
the
same
next speaker's
talking
coming
points,
up.
all the same
So,
T-shirts.
Members of the audience, the Brown Act requires us to treat everybody equally, so it's not that we don't want to hear from you, it's just we have to adhere very closely to the amount of time
We just don't want to hear from
prescribed,
you on the
in
phone.
the council
Thanks
rules.
to Jason.
If for any reason that you are unable to
Jason got him
finish
right
your
here.
public comment, or if we run out of time to hear from you today, you can always come to a future meeting. You can also provide written public comment at
Yes, written public
lacouncil.com.
comment.
Again, that's lacouncil.com. That URL
More of our
is
time
at
getting
the
eaten up.
top of
At
every
least 2
council
minutes
agenda.
of all his talking.
And I'm told that you do not need a council file number
One
to
whole
provide general
more
public
speaker
comment. So,
we could have.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Buenos días. Mi nombre es Mateo Cristóbal. Yo tengo este comentario.
I don't know, Alice.
Hi, good morning. My name is Mateo Cristóbal, and I have a general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Un minuto, adelante.
Gracias. Vengo aquí, yo soy víctima de la redada. Yo estuve detenido 6 semanas en Adelanto, California. Y
Adelanto?
ahorita
That's San
estoy
Bernardino.
preocupado
Not even here.
por lo que me ha afectado, por la renta, por la
think that's
comida,
San
no puedo
Bernardino.
trabajar y
Goddamn far out there.
tengo un griete en los pies
Un momento. Thank you. I'm here because I am a victim of the raids. I was detained for 6 weeks in Adelanto, California, and now I'm concerned about the other effects that I'm facing. I have to pay my rent, I have to buy food, and I can't work because I have an ankle bracelet.
Y estoy aquí para que
Why do you have an ankle
ustedes
bracelet,
me
sir?
apoyen. Yo soy miembro de la organización.
Must have done
ACE.
something. Usually that's tracking for
And
a
I'm
criminal.
here for your support, for you to support us. I am a member of ACE.
I bet you are.
Y eso lo que nos pasó es algo horrible y no deseamos a nadie. Y yo soy del sector 9 y vengo por mis bajos recursos, no tengo cómo mantenerme, no puedo trabajar ahora y necesito
Remember,
apoyo a
landlords,
toda la persona.
you don't give him free rent, you're a bigot.
And
You're a Nazi if you
what
don't give him
has
free
happened
rent.
to us
Remember
is
that.
horrible, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I am a resident of District 9, and I'm low income, and I don't have enough money to be able to support myself, and unfortunately, I'm not able to work. So I need your help. I need your support.
Gracias.
Thank you. That's it.
That's it, Daniel. That's it.
I'd like to call a few more names. Maria Ponce, Gloria Santos, and Bryant Odega.
Let's get lucky number 7 up here. Demander number 7, please step on up.
So I see those people coming up. As we wait, just FYI, we've taken about 30 minutes of public comment already.
And 4
as
minutes
previously
from you.
stated, for anybody who has just now come into the rooms, we are going to take public comment all the way up to 11:25. So we're about halfway done. Good morning. Which items would you
29
like to
minutes
speak to?
left.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Gloria Santos. Necesito traducción, por favor.
Hi, good morning. My name is Gloria Santos, and I need translation, please.
Mis comentarios son públicos.
And I have a general public comment.
Vengo del Distrito 14, también vengo con apoyo en la organización ACE.
I am a resident of District
Brandon?
14, and I come here with in support of ACE.
También vengo con la problemática de las rentas. Les estamos pidiendo que las rentas no suban más.
And I'm here to come and talk about the rent situation. And we're all here to ask for the rent to not continue going up.
En ese momento nuestra comunidad está siendo perseguida. En ese momento nuestra comunidad, no todos estamos trabajando.
Do they do
In
the
our
same in
community,
McDonald's?
We're being attacked and we're being targeted. And not everyone in our community is able to work at this point.
I don't want Big Macs to go
Y
up. Do they do that at
ustedes
McDonald's?
como gobierno están...
Nope, they just buy the McDonald's.
Están pidiendo, no quieren más gente indigente.
Or you don't.
Pero ustedes mismos están haciendo que este problema sea más grande.
So you as a government are saying you don't want more homeless people, but you're not helping with this problem.
Porque con el aumento de esas rentas, la gente ya no puede pagar más.
Because what's going on is, as the rent continues to increase, you're going to have people who aren't going to be able to pay anymore.
Speaker, your time has expired.
Ay, ay, ay. Remember, you don't
Before
give
the
them free
next
rent.
speaker, I'd like to
you're
call
a
a few more
bigot.
names. Amor Jackson, Blanca Pacheco, and Mateo White.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Hi, good morning. General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right, my name is Bryant Odega. I live in Council District 15. Hey, Tim. I am a teacher, renter, member of United Teachers Los Angeles, Working Families Party, and I'm here with ACE. Working families are under attack. Our communities are being raided by ICE. Kids are afraid to come to school, and families are being priced out the neighborhoods that they've known all their lives. The least City Council can do is adopt the demands of the Keep LA House Coalition, stabilize the rents, keep it at 3%, no rent banking, and no bumps for utilities and additional occupants. Schools are on the front lines of these crises. What happens outside the schools impacts what happens inside. Over 20 students are experiencing homelessness. Not a single first-year teacher, bus driver, cafeteria worker can afford to rent in LA. That's an injustice. It's an injustice. Cap the rent at 3%, keep families together, and protect our most marginalized communities. Thank you.
There's my link tree right there. I'm still waiting. I want this liar or anybody else who lies about ICE being in schools. I want to see one video. Just one. Send me one. Just one.
Okay.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Didn't she already come up and talk?
Okay, before you begin, I'm going to ask whoever's yelling out, please do not yell out when somebody's at the podium to provide their public comment. I'm seeing fingers pointing. Is that at the gentleman with the white beard? Okay. So, sir in the white beard and the black T-shirt, this is your first and only warning. Please do not disrupt this meeting. I've heard you yell out multiple times. I'm sorry. So, can you repeat which items? You said general public comment? Okay. So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, my name is Amor Jackson. I'm a student at Kendrick High School, and I'm a member of the Standing for Black Girls Coalition. I urge the council, specifically council members Harris Dawson, Hutt, and Mick Oscar, to create a dedicated funding program for targeted prevention programs, mental health support, and safe spaces in South LA, along with access to affordable and healthy food resources for Black and brown queer youth. As a teenage Black girl, I have struggled to gain access to therapy and affordable food. Too many people of color can afford or gain access to a mental health center or high-quality food and CD8 and CD15. When I go to the store, I shouldn't have to choose processed snacks or overpriced vegetables, or go through a mental breakdown with nowhere to go. Listen to the voices in your community. We deserve better. I urge you to please invest and prioritize our issues now. Thank you.
You should take that speech to the people that burned the markets in your neighborhood, which never came back. You should give them that speech too, ma'am. See how much they care about it. All the ones that looted those stores.
Item 22.
That's why you have your food desert. Nothing but fast food everywhere.
Yes. So,
am I lying?
Is it just item 22? Or?
No, general public comment.
Okay. So you have 1 minute for item 22 and 1 minute for general public comment.
They don't trust the neighborhood.
Okay. So,
not trustworthy.
Yesterday we met with Johanna in our council president's office, who promised that we would get a meeting with the community and with Keep LA House. So we're hoping that that'll happen ASAP. Also, it's been a year and we have not heard the position of council president on LARSO. We need our South Los Angeles Central leaders to stand with us. As you said, I don't know where he is, Marquise Harris Dawson. You said when something affects one family, it can affect an entire community.
He's out back smoking a joint
just a minute ago. So cap the rent at 3%. These rent increases are causing evictions. That causes a 9% increase in homelessness. And we know we're trying to end homelessness in the city. We door knocked and we got petitions signed. We have over 300 petitions signed to cap the rent at 3%. These were small landlords as well as tenants. So we are asking that you agendize this meeting, Nithya Raman and Marquise Harris Dawson and the community. We need your support right now.
Before the next speaker.
See how that works out for you.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call a few more names.
Just so you know, do I still have more time?
No, you don't.
1 more minute?
No, you don't.
Okay, so
if you still have your general public comment.
Now all of a sudden everybody gets free extra time. Notice that? Few of them already.
After which we will read out.
Few of the beggars in yellow.
Okay, where I live in my building, this is causing a lot of problems. One of my neighbors literally just self-evicted. She is just tired of getting the rent increases. It's not going to help to self-evict. You're going to go somewhere and end up with another one, and it keeps the cycle going. These LIHTC buildings and these landlords that abuse this system, it's a really big problem. People are suffering, and then with the raids, it's not making it any better. Housing insecurity and food insecurity, and then health insurance insecurity is causing a big problem. Something has to be done. We are expecting our city council. We look to y'all. We look to you. You are our community leaders. We voted you in. We look to you for an answer, for help for relief from the suffering. It is difficult to watch my neighbors to literally self-evict because they can't afford where they live, so they go move in with a family member. That's called being homeless.
Just move.
Even on somebody's couch is homeless.
That's what adults do. When we can't afford something like I did. I couldn't afford where I was at. It was
Before
too much.
the next speaker, I'd
too
like
crazy.
to call a few
I
more
moved
names.
where I could
Sophia
afford it.
Mendoza,
It
Robert
happens.
Arnett,
That's what adults
and
do,
Amma
man.
Boateng.
I get it. You're 60 and you're not an
Okay,
adult.
so-
I get it. I understand.
Good morning. Before we begin, the gentleman
I
who just stood
understand.
up
Don't
in
think
the
I
white
don't. I
beard,
do.
this is your second warning. You are now, Madam President, eligible for removal if you would like. Do not disrupt this meeting.
Good morning.
Which items would you like to speak to?
I would like to speak to General Republic.
Okay.
The
so you have
general
1
public,
minute. Go
let's
ahead.
get it.
My name is Adrian Gomez. I live in CD8 and I'm an ACE member. LA is a city
ACE
of
member.
renters and rent is more unaffordable than ever. We need to do more to prevent the homelessness crisis from worsening, especially in the wake of increasing natural disasters and economic uncertainty. Despite months of warnings and a clear economic report showing the formula is unfair to tenants, Council continues to delay a vote to update the city's decades-old rent control rules. As a result, LA renters, many of them low-income and immigrants, are stuck with unnecessary rent hikes during both a political crisis and a housing and affordability crisis. We can't let city leaders prioritize landlords and developers over protecting the 60% of Angelenos who rent.
If that's not indoctrination, I don't know what is. Don't tell me they're not coming for your
Before
kids.
the next speaker,
Kids
I'd like to
8
call a few more names.
should be playing
Dorcia White,
checkers and
George Harrod, and
riding
Joey
his
Mendez.
bike and his skateboard.
Good morning. Which
Living
items
life
would you
as
like
a
to speak
kid.
to?
General public
Not being
comment.
indoctrinated
Okay, so you have 1
by
minute. Go ahead.
beggars who
My
couldn't
name is
afford
Amma
themselves.
Boateng. I am a 17-year-old student at Hamilton High School and a member of the Standing for Black Girls Coalition. I'm deeply concerned about the lack of culturally responsive community responders assigned to handle domestic violence calls. Social norms deem African American women as masculine, strong, and resilient.
That's true,
So in
Daniel.
cases of intimate partner violence,
I'll give
they
him
are
that.
often dismissed or seen as deserving of their abuse, leading to repeated behaviors by their abusers. The presence of police officers, when caused, often escalates the violence, leading to black women being arrested and criminalized. This instills the fear that is often already prevalent in black women who are survivors of domestic violence. Though youth-led coalitions like ours are trying to change the culture over incarceration of disproportionate arrests of black women, we are often this should be eradicated, and the City Council should allocate funding for gender-based violence and prevention so our communities can thrive. Thank you, and we will be continuing to hold you accountable for black women and girls.
Yeah, complete indoctrination. Oh, it's Mr. Pancake.
Good morning. Which
Mr.
items would you like to speak to?
All right. First of all, good morning.
And which items would you like to speak to? Good morning.
Mr. Pancake would like to address the City Council and speak on general public comment.
Okay.
I like
so you have
Mr.
1 minute.
Pancake.
Go ahead.
Black August, 1979. Y'all know the history here in California. My name is Mr. Pancake, housing organizer, Los Angeles Community Action Network, here in Council District 14, native of Los Angeles. As you know, Los Angeles is the 4th largest economy in the world. We should not have, housing challenges that we have, the lack of affordable housing in our city. Here today to urge City Council to adopt, keep LA House demands for rent stabilization ordinance formula. Let's get real, LA. Rent is too what? Supporting affordable housing for all people over profits, end homelessness now.
Shame.
I'd like to call a few
Shame.
more names. Grace,
Shame.
Denise Salina, and William Good.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Joey Mendez, and I am with organization ACE and Education
Everybody's
Chapter
with
from District
ACE.
9. Rent in LA is dangerously high. It's not fair that we, the citizens, are struggling to make ends meet, especially after the raids and fires. They save for rent instead of food for their families. The fires took businesses, and the raids took family members who were the only source of income for their kids. I now address current price. We urge you that you put an actual traffic light on Vernon and Wadsworth, not a hawk light. We have been trying to contact you and your staff for a while. We have not heard from you or anyone since February. The school year is about to begin.
He's got his back turned.
Children will use that cross light because it's the fastest way to get to Carver Middle School. Drivers are on that street are reckless despite it being a school zone. How many children have to die before we get that light?
Oh, Grady ain't doing his job apparently, but he shows up every
Before
day
the
to get
next
that check.
speaker, I'd like to call a few more names. Robert, Maria Jose Leones, and Maria Briones.
Getting that check
Good
every
morning.
day,
Which
but he ain't
items
doing
would you like
much.
to speak to?
His constituents
General
say
public
no.
comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Grace. I'm a community organizer at Lane, and I am a resident of District 1. People are losing their housing all across Los Angeles. We are in the middle of an affordability crisis, let alone the effects of the horrific wildfires earlier this year and immigration raids scaring working families from going outside, and also now federal budget cuts impacting low-income residents the most. People are losing their income streams and get closer to eviction and homelessness every day.
What's up, LA? What's up,
I'm
Tom?
urging City Council to adopt Keep LA Housed demands for the RSO formula, rent increases based on 60% CPI, a cap of 3% with no floor, no rent banking, no bumps for utilities, and additional occupants. LA is a city of renters, and it is clear that LA is under attack from all sides from a cost of living crisis and federal government overreach. We need to protect our communities by adopting these demands. Our community needs more housing and more rent stabilization laws to prevent homelessness, and the city of LA should uphold its claims of being a sanctuary city to keep people safe in their homes.
Why can't any of them learn to go the right way?
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
America owes them
All right,
everything,
so
apparently,
I'm a
Seth.
community organizer with Scope, a
Scope,
community organization down in South
ACE,
Central Los Angeles. I could say
Churla.
from secondhand and firsthand experience that the rent is ridiculously high. When Mayor Bass first got into office, she said that she declared a state of emergency on the homelessness crisis. That's why we urge the City Council to adopt the Keep LA Housed demands for the RSL formula. That is rent increase based off a 60% CPI on all items, a rent cap of 3% with no floor, no rent banking, and no bumps for utilities and additional occupants. Once again, this is a crisis that needs to be addressed. Thank you.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call a few more names.
Here's your $25,
Tanya Ramon,
sir. Thank you.
Angelica Estrella, and Maria Sanchez.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right. Good morning. I'm Maria Jose Leones, and I'm an 18-year-old member of the hashtag Standing for Black Girls Coalition. I'm here to urge the council to distribute funding to create South LA youth serving centers that provide prevention, education, mental health, and leadership initiatives for Black and brown women and girls and LGBTQ plus people of color. We demand that the many empty CD8 and CD15 buildings that surround our community be turned into facilities that can support vulnerable youth and women of color. I live on the border of South Central and Watts. I witnessed the struggle many Black and brown women face due to a lack of resources.
South LA, man.
Being unhoused can cause instability in the lives of LGBTQ plus youth. I know of friends who fear of coming out to their families because of the threat of becoming homeless. If LGBTQ plus youth can't find support in their homes, these youth serving centers can help support LGBTQ plus youth who are forced to escape their dangerous situations. You were all voted in to serve Angelinos and use taxpayer money to help our communities. You are being watched. Those who do not take action and stay silent, you will be held accountable as election time approaches. Thank you for your time.
As a taxpayer in this city, I'm sick and tired of paying for people like you. You fucking beggar. Get another job, and if you have 3, get a fucking 4th.
Good morning. Which
We
items
can
would
see
like
you
to
ain't
speak to?
starving. Maybe cut down on the food.
Comentario público.
You got a
Buenos
belly
días.
like mine. I'm not starving.
Okay.
Mi nombre es María Sánchez y soy de organización ACE.
As a
del
taxpayer
Distrito
who
9.
pays
My
your
name
way.
is Maria Sanchez. I'm from District 9, and I'm from the ACE organization.
Les pido al ayuntamiento adoptar
And I say that
las
as a
demandas
person of
de-
non-color.
de housekeeping
See
de
through.
Los Ángeles para la forma de
de la RSO.
I am asking the council to adopt the RSO ordinance for keep LA housed.
Y también le pido al concejal del Distrito 9, del Distrito 9, que esté pasando con su personal en su oficina. Le hemos hecho invitación a una reunión.
I am also going to ask the representative of District 9 and his personnel to please speak with us. We have been asking for a meeting.
Para la luz del tráfico de la Vernon y la Wadsworth. Y no ha respondido cuántas vidas más tendremos que perder para que nos escuchen en esas áreas de esa comunidad.
And this would be regarding the installation of a traffic light on Vernon and Wadsworth. So how many more lives need to be lost until something is done about that?
Whole bunch.
Gracias, y queremos ver su esfuerzo porque queremos que no pierdamos más vidas y más estudiantes, porque están perdiendo estudiantes en esa área, porque yo también vivo y cruzo en esa área y me ha pasado. Gracias.
So, yes, we're asking you to approve this because we don't want to see any more lives lost, any more students' lives lost. You know, I've had to live through it myself, so thank you so much.
Where's Ice?
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak
I
to?
don't know, maybe outside.
Bueno. Mi nombre es José Clatenchi.
Apparently they're not supposed to be doing raids here, but they are. They did one in MacArthur Park, I think, this morning.
And I'm going to give a general public comment.
No queremos más aumento de renta al 3%.
We don't want another rent increase, cap it at 3%.
Porque el seguro social a nosotros no nos aumenta.
Because we're not getting an increase in Social Security.
Porque si no vamos a ir más gente en la calle.
More of us are going to end up on the streets.
Y Gaby Nioso va a tener la culpa con la gobernadora de acá. Y todos ustedes que no nos ayudan en nada. Gracias.
And you guys are going to be just as much at fault as Gavin Newsom, the governor, if you don't help us. Thank you so much.
You see, you don't help us, it's all your fault. Should be asking those Democrats who told you to come here.
Good morning. Which item
Fed
would
you
like
crumbs.
to speak to?
General public comment.
You don't beg
Takes you
to
1
them.
minute. Go ahead.
Well, you're
Good
begging
morning.
to
My
these
name is Tanya Ramon
Democrats,
with
I
the
guess.
Eastside Leads Coalition, and I live in Council District 10. The Rent Stabilization Ordinance is an incredibly important law that helps keep millions of Angelenos stay housed. Rent increases allowed right now are too high and unaffordable for Angelenos who are already struggling to pay rent. Personally, I will not be able to stay home if my rent keeps increasing at the current rate. Because of the immigration raids, my family has been deeply affected and has impacted my ability to meet the cost of our bills, and I'm also the main contributor of my family's rent. I have a younger brother who depends on me and my ability to make rent on time. And my story is just one of many, and I already see my neighbors' belongings piling up across my street, so it's devastating. I urge the City Council to adopt Keep LA Housed demands for the RSO formula, including a rent cap with no floor and no rent banking. Thank you so much.
Uh-oh, red t-shirt. What's the red t-shirt mean, guys? That can't be Ace. That can't be Churla. Which one is this? Which group is this now?
Good morning.
Hello,
Which items?
good morning.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Spanish.
Español.
Which items?
¿De qué artículos quiere hablar, señora?
El cargo público.
General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Tiene un minuto, adelante.
Mi nombre es Griselda Sánchez.
My name
Soy
is
de
Griselda
Chirla.
Sanchez, and I'm from Chile.
Del Distrito 1.
From District 1.
Mi situación es de hablar de mi hermano que le ha afectado lo de las redadas de migración.
I would like to
Él-
talk about my brother's situation, who has been affected by the ICE raids.
Él no ha podido trabajar, no ha podido pagar la renta ni los biles,
He hasn't been able to work, pay rent, or pay his bills
porque él tiene mucho miedo.
because he's so afraid.
Y pido a ustedes que tomen liderazgo, apoyándonos a mis hermanos y a las demás personas que tienen mucho miedo y que le bajen un poco la renta, que afecten al 3% de la renta, porque le está subiendo demasiado la renta. Él paga el 5% de renta, le ha aumentado demasiado. Así que espero el apoyo de ustedes, que nos escuchen y que nos apoyen. Gracias.
So I'm asking you guys to help families like mine who are living in fear, and I'm helping you also to cap the rent at 3%. He's already paying 5%, and it's too much. It's too difficult. So I'm asking you guys to help us. Thank you so much.
Before the next speaker, I'd like to call a few more names. Andrew Grabner, Justin Curran, and Roberta Stewart.
Under over 3. Under over 3.
Mi nombre es Silvia Cos, vengo de Chirla,
Under over 3.
soy del
3.
Distrito 1
Get it in.
y
Hi, my
estoy
name
aquí
is-
dando un comentario público. Es,
Hi, señora,
Busy
un
says
segundo.
under.
Permíteme traducir. ¿Me recuerda su nombre?
Silvia Cos.
My name is Sylvia Cos. I'm from District 1 and I am from Chirla. Adelante.
Sí, estoy aquí pidiendo a todos los concejales que actualicen la fórmula del aumento de renta del Larso para que no suban la renta más del 3% sin límite mínimo.
So I'm here asking the members of the council to
Under
please
5 north.
update the Larso ordinance to cap the rent at 3% with no floor. Adelante.
En este año, en el edificio donde vivo me han subido 2 veces la renta.
Where's his mask at? I'm worried for him.
This year in the building that I live in, they've already
might get
raised my
sick.
rent twice.
Es un edificio de no control de renta.
It's a building without rent control.
Y me subieron $300 de
And
renta.
my rent went up $300.
Soy una persona de bajos recursos, inmigrante,
I am an immigrant and I am a low
y
income
necesito
person.
la ayuda de los concejales para que paren esto, por favor. Gracias.
And I need help from the council to put a stop to this. Thank you very much.
That's it. More demands by the illegal immigrant. Got it. What is that, number 9, 10? I've already forgot.
Item 22 and
So many
general
beggars
public
I couldn't count
So
today.
1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Nazarian. My name's Jason. I'm from the North Hollywood Northeast Neighborhood Council.
Oh, God.
With all due respect, sir, these 4118 ordinances are not the way to solve homelessness in our neighborhood. These are our neighbors, and criminalizing them isn't going to solve anything. I went by these sites, I talked with them. These are just people who are looking for homes. And I talked to several of them, and they've been shuffled around 3 or 4 times already this year, moved from neighborhood to neighborhood. They just want a place to live. You know, a week and a half ago, you broke ground on 100 new tiny homes, and we celebrated that. That was really good work. And that's what we need. You know, we need more places to put people. We don't need to be criminalizing them. So I want to say I'm against this motion of yours. I don't think we should be doing 4118 zones in our neighborhood to our neighbors.
General public
Moving on to general public comment. You know, it would be really helpful. You know, you said at that speech when you opened the tiny homes that these tiny homes are just one chapter in our book of fighting homelessness, right? That was your words. You want to end that book? You want to make that book shorter rather than having it keep getting longer and longer? You need to lower the rent. You know, until we lower the rent, until we make living in LA affordable again, we're not going to ever end homelessness. My wife's in a union. I know you've been fighting really hard for the union. She's an IATSE Local 839. They fought really hard for a 3-year contract that only raised over 3 years, they're going to get a 6% raise.
That's what they get.
Rent
And 3 of it
one
goes to
these,
the union.
RSO units can go up 5% this year. So they're getting a 6% raise in their wages and getting a 5% raise in 1 year versus 3 years. We need to stop that. We need to cap the rent at 3%. I gave your workers a whole
shout out to the
packet
Amish.
about our asks at Larso. So please, I urge you to vote yes on that.
I'm going to trim my comment down to just general comments, so hopefully you have the reasonableness to at least take one more person's comment here.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, so we've got a street banner for the Just Say Hello program. So I guess that's all you're going to do for. But meanwhile, while you have the civil rights campaign promoting civil rights, you've got items 17 and 18, which are 17 and 22, which are 4118 motions, criminalizing homelessness and being hateful towards unhoused people, while you have this apparently campaign where you're going to be combating hate speech, apparently. And then you've got,
we're on the board.
Meanwhile, in this city, you're all excitedly promoting and hosting this event, the Olympics, where they have just recently decided that they're going to discriminate against trans people and trans athletes and not let them participate. So we've got discrimination against trans people. Are any of you going to say anything about that? Any of you?
Unders win.
Thank you. All right, that concludes public
All the
comment for this
trannies
morning's
can't go
meeting.
and play in the Olympics.
We're at 11:25. We took 65 minutes of public comment for this morning's meeting.
Hopefully
Madam
they
Clerk,
get loud.
What items are available for consideration at this time?
Mr. President, council may now vote on items 6
I
through
vote she puts her
16,
mask back on.
18 through 21.
It was just
as
so
well
much
as
better with the
23,
mask
sir.
on.
All right, let's open the roll on those items.
Never
Close
thought
the
I'd ever
roll,
say that.
Tabulate the vote.
But I'm saying it now.
14
in front of all of you.
All right, what's next?
Next would be the item 7.
Oh, look at her face. Look at her face.
Items.
All right, sergeants,
her
we're going to
face.
clear the room.
Oh, they're clearing the room?
Okay, so
Council's going to stand in recess, Mr. City Attorney, until we can clear the room.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's mad. Uh-oh, we got them all up right here, look. Uh-oh, all the churlas and the aces. Oh. We're now at recess, Billy. Oh, they fucking bombed him. All the beggars, they did a beggar bomb. Beggar bomb. Shout out to all you beggars, grown adults who couldn't do anything in your own lives and don't ever care to better yourselves by learning a language or anything else. Just come here and waste your time begging for our money. People like me. Right? And we're sick and tired of being your mommy and your daddy because you couldn't handle yourselves. And we're calling you out. We are. You had too many kids and you couldn't fucking afford them. I'm their mommy. I'm their daddy. When they want fucking Christmas gift, I'm fucking paying for it. Not you. I'm paying for it. I'm their fucking daddy and I didn't even nut up in you. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Like you're sick and tired of not getting enough crumbs and pettings from your fucking little handlers there who promised you all the rainbows and roses. All you had to do is sneak in and here you are. Well, here we are. The people that are paying for the gravy train are sick and tired of it. And we're expressing our fucking opinions about it. Okay? You're not humble about, you make demands. Fuck you and your demands. How about that? How about that? How about you take care of your own selves, but you can't seem to ever fucking do that. Fucking ever. Always got fucking your hand out begging. That's what I'm saying. All you guys must have arthritis in your fucking elbows by holding out your hands all day. I mean, god damn. Shout out to whoever bought the Michael Crabtree card. It's going to go out today if you're in the room. So yeah, we're just sick and tired of it. Like you're sick and tired of not getting enough. We're sick and tired of you begging for more. See how that works? America's sick and tired of it. We've spoken. Over half the country voted for it. Okay? And I know beggars like to be beggars. That's what beggars do. But no more of the days where you just sit here and beg and demand and quietly get your money and get your fucking way. You know what I mean? Because I get it. You were the one kid that cried and screamed and kicked and threw everything around in the store until you got the one G.I. Joe you had to have. We get it. I understand. I understand. And you're a stack of bad choices. That's what you are. Continuous bad choices, one after the motherfucking next, and everybody has to take care of your problems. Right? And you demand it. You demand that we take care of your problems. But you don't say anything about your problems. You just say you're impoverished, you're poor, you're this, you're that, or person of color. Apparently, these colors aren't even colors in the rainbow chart, Damon. So again, how is it if black and brown and white aren't colors, then why do we call people of color? I still haven't got that one out, just like I still haven't got one video of ICE in a school. So here we are. I know you love the titles and the begging this and that. We all love our titles. Impoverished, rent burden, of color, all that good stuff. Queer, Latinx, transgender, all of it. How come it's always about the same type of group of people every motherfucking day for over 2 goddamn years that we've been watching this shit? And I assure you, I can go back 10 and we'd still see the same thing 10 years later. How come it's never the other people? How come oh, my bad, because they're at work trying to pay for you. My bad. I totally forgot. My bad. I'm sorry. Because they're at work for a second or third or fourth job to help pay for you and your kids that you couldn't afford. That's how that works, ladies and gents. Yes, they're in recess. I don't think they're going to come back. Yes, they're beggar burdened. Yes. And remember, if you don't give them free rent, you don't give them free health care, you don't give them free right to counsel and any of that, you're a bigot. You remember that when you go home today. You are the problem. You're not paying enough of your tax dollars for their bad mistakes. You remember that today when you end this show today. When you get off online, you remember that. You're the beggar. You're the problem. You need to work harder and give them more of your money because they demand it. Don't you forget it. And that legitimately is the world we're living in. I know people get angry at me for my opinion and the way I say it. But goddamn if that isn't true. Like me or not, that's an honest assessment. I really believe so. It's an honest assessment. It's just a crew of beggars that come in here, the Ace, the Churla, the this, the that. There's so many of these fucking beggar groups. It's insane. And that's where all of our tax dollars are getting divvied to. These NGOs and bullshit. Okay, so they're coming back, I think, here. Because, remember, I paused it, so the other computer's a little ahead, so I do see that they are here. So let's give it a sec here. And we'll see if they get back into actual work. Oh, yep, here.
Blumenfield, Harris, Dawson,
Here we go.
Hernandez, Hutt, Gerardo,
And I believe
Lee,
they cleared the room.
McCosker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto
You are a
Martinez,
bigot.
Yaroslavsky,
Yo.
14 members and a quorum, Mr.
Don't
President.
you forget it.
All right, what item is before us?
Items 17 and 22 were called special for
Why does he have a
separate
stain
vote,
on the
sir?
back of his seat
All right,
right there?
items 17 and 22
Why is the
called
back of his
special for a
leather
separate vote by
shit stained?
Councilmember Hernandez. Do you
Hear
want to
him
make
yelling?
comments or you just want to vote? You
Hear
want to
him
make
yelling
comments?
out there?
Okay, Councilmember Hernandez.
Wait. Oh, no. I just want to vote on these.
All right, so let's open the roll
You
on
can
these
hear him in the
items.
hall.
Close the roll.
One day I wish
Tabulate the
Audit was
vote.
there, because Audit would be right in the middle of it. I don't see
10
her on
ayes,
today.
4 noes.
All right, what's next?
Wait, we got no's?
Next would be the closed session items, sir. So that would be 24 through 28, sir.
All right, let's, sergeants and staff, let's prepare for the room for closed session.
Wait
So
a minute.
That includes staff of the council offices, the pertinent departments, and the other citywide elected offices. And we will begin our closed session as soon as the room has been prepared for such.
There you go. So the DEI hire came back after recessing, cleared the room, came back for less than 1 minute to then clear the room a second time and then get into closed session. You can't make it up. You just can't. Why wouldn't you have just cleared the room and called it a day? I mean, it's all on television. That's it, ladies and gents. Now we're just waiting for the Fru ad. Stare at some of these. Make sure you proofread them because there's usually a lot of grammar errors. I know Daniel Gus is reading them. Shout out to Daniel. Yes, and they're out there screaming. That's why I said I wish Audit's always out there in the hall with all the rest of them, so it would have been a great show out in the hall, but she didn't make it out today. Shout out to Audit LA. So corrupt. That's it, Robo. And they've entitled these people. These people have now become entitled. They are demand. You hear them. They use the word demand. That's not me being facetious or mean or lying or anything else. I'm being spot on by highlighting their words. Their words, demand. I heard that word maybe five times today from 5 different people. We demand you change things. Demand it. You don't demand anything. Like I said, a whole nother thing. You came with your hat in your hand and said, hey, I'm having a hard time. Can you please help us out? Things like that. I don't hear none of that. I don't hear none of that. And you know why? Because these people on this horseshoe promised them crumbs, along with the other idiot from last year. Promised them hopes and dreams. And been promising them hopes and dreams for years. And here they are. That's the problem. That's why I tell you guys, slippery slope when you pay for people. It starts with, okay, well, your rent burden will help you with the rent. Then all of a sudden I need car insurance. Okay? Then I need health insurance. Now I need free schooling. Now you got to pay for my college education. Right? And then nothing. You're not paying for anything. And they're just going through life consuming. Like locusts. Just consume, consume, consume. With giving nothing back but their fucking attitude and their demands. I think that's a pretty honest assessment. Really is. It's an honest fucking assessment. It never ends. It will never end. And that's why I say you can't just give people money. Enough throwing free fish at these people. Give them some fishing poles and rods and reels and teach them how to fucking fish. But a lot of them are lazy and they don't want to do that. They have too many kids. They don't want to do that. Hold on. Let me find that. I want to find that video. Let's see if I can play that here. I don't know. I'll probably get a copyright for playing it. I don't know. It's a fantastic video of a mom yelling at her son about Section 8 and why he's going to mess up her Section 8 because he wants to get a job. I think it's worth the copyright. Because I'm not going to play the video, okay? You guys can see it, but hold on.
They're going to take my Section 8. Then getting no job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're going to count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But, Mom, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Mom. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8.
You gotta be
and so
broke
I can get
so
a link card.
the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you
to have a
don't
house?
do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
Won't
trying
they
to
be
tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you
be?
can go get yours or Eve. You can go get a
They will.
nice
No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Mom. That's what you told me.
I don't have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
Okay, but if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take long.
So what? That's what I'm
Wait
saying.
2 months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us. Getting no job. If you go get a job, they're gonna take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no.
There you go. Straight from the horse's mouth, man. Shout out to the fucking horse.
Smoke.
You can sit back like that, son, and just do nothing all day. Just stare at the computer with your face in the sky. Don't worry about it. Those dumb bigots will pay for you every day. they'll just those bigots, those bigot suckers will go to work every day so they can pay for us. Yeah, poor kid, right? And you notice something in that video? No dad. You didn't hear a second opinion. You see what I'm saying? So it's here. It's here. And like I said, it's not a skin color. It's a mentality. It's a mentality thing. Because don't think there's people of all colors that are on the dole begging. Because there are. We may not see as many, but there are. I assure you, there are. Of all types. Might be more predominant towards one or the other, but it doesn't matter. The way I look at it, they're all in the same boat. They're all the same folks. Don't matter about the skin color. At least to me. But that's what we need to get rid of. Enough of that shit. Enough of the beggars. Enough of the people that, like I said, are a stack of bad decisions. We always got to pay for it. And when we say enough is enough, you're a bigot. You're a Nazi. You're this. You're that. I'm tired of it. I'm going to call it out. If you're going to take my money, I'm at least going to give you my lip. You're going to take this dollar, you're going to get this lip. I'm going to make sure you know where that dollar's coming from and who I am. I'm your daddy. Your daddy ain't your daddy. I'm your fucking daddy. I'm paying for it. What's up, James? Broke is a mental state, for sure. But people are, born into impoverished situations. But why? Because their parents were busy fucking and should have been busy getting education or a fucking job or a second job before having that kid. But they didn't do that. Then they shat the kid out. Now that kid thinks it's okay. So then he has a kid and then their kids. Now we've got 3 generations. They all think it's okay. And on it goes. I keep telling you, go watch Idiocracy. Just watch the first 10 minutes of the movie. It tells you everything you need to know. The idiot family tree. And that's why poverty is here. Because of bad choices. People that are impoverished and have, and are together, couples, shouldn't have kids until they can afford it. And that's it. And I know that may sound elitist, but it's not. We're in a world where things cost money and a lot of it. Kids cost a lot of money 20 years ago. Kids really cost a lot of money now. Okay? So if you're wealthy, you win the lotto, go ahead. Have 162 kids. I don't give a fuck. If you're paying for them, go ahead and have them. I'm not opposed to that. I'm opposed to you having kids and telling other people they need to pay for it because you can't. I'm opposed to that. And I know that's a crazy stance. I know it's wild. And I tell you to take care of your own property and your own things. I know. Wild. So that's just how I see it. I didn't have a kid. I was fucking plenty. I didn't have a kid because I couldn't afford one. Like I told you, I could barely afford to go to Taco Bell and get a bean burrito and a Pepsi and still have $1 or $2 left in my pocket. I knew that. The last thing I want to do is have a kid and make my parents help me out and whoever. Selfish. You're fucking selfish. Close your fucking legs. And then the worst part is you get knocked up by these morons. Get knocked up by the losers that you picked. You picked the loser. He knocked you up and left you. Then knocked your friend up and probably left her. I'm supposed to feel sad? What I'm supposed to do is just tell you to fuck off and keep my own money. And that's why I told you a long, long time ago. I wish as voters, let's just say there was 3 things that a person was running on. Damon's running for president. He has 3 things he wants to get done. I'm going to allow you, and I'm going to take your taxpayer money to fix these 3. But what I want you to do is vote and tell me as a taxpayer who's going to fund it all, which one you want the most. Do you want it to go to homelessness? Do you want it to go to building little or supplying kids with skateboards and bicycles so they can have more exercise? What do you want it to go to? One of my 3 things. And then you as the voter vote, and then if it's 80 and 10-10, then I know that 80% of the money goes to where the people want it to go. And the other 10% here and there go there, the other 20, right? I think that's how it should be. I should have the right to tell you how I want my tax money spent, not just frivolously spent on idiots and dummies, beggars, and keeping their dumb asses alive, keeping them going, and then have to have them spit in my face and tell me I'm a bigot because I didn't fucking give them enough. We should have a say on how our tax money is spent. That's what I'm saying. That's it, Jack. And let me tell you something, Jack. I'd be more sympathetic if they used the word sorry to inform you, but they don't. We need more of your money, so hurry up and go work. That's about what I'm getting. We need a chase? Yeah. I'll be here. I got plenty of eBay to do. No show tonight. 2 shows Friday. So we'll get it going. And then I got to look at this chick right here, another DEI hire, makes $700,000 a year running the water department, the water and power department, who rips people off every year, year in, year out. They didn't tell you about that, did they, begging tenants? They didn't tell you about how the electrical has gone up. The water cost that every landlord pays for has gone through the roof, almost doubled, if not tripled in some senses. They didn't tell you that we have all-time high in property taxes in this state, beggars. Did they tell you that? And it keeps going up. Did they tell you that? But no, we got to keep funding your free rent. Rent cap. Do you go into the restaurant and tell them I want a cap on my fucking meal? Oh, I'm sorry, man. That hamburger and fries, I'm going to need you to cap that. Is insane. Yes, it's absolutely insane. Yes, and Fruad is going crazy. Insurance, yes, I forgot about insurance. Thank you, KG. What about insurance, right? And then half the time you can't even get insurance. They all want to leave this state thanks to the people that ran this state into the ground. It's literally a risk. We're at risk. They're at risk. They don't want to lose any of their money, so they won't insure it. You forget about all that, though. You need to you need to listen to us, and you're going to run your business the way we say we are. The beggars got the rule, and we need to. One of the idiots was actually talking about how the landlords are making profits, and now it's time for the renters to make profits. How does that work? How does that work? And I hate to break it to that idiot moron, beggar, that if she had the means, which she doesn't, but if she did to have her own home, I wish she did so she could see how much more exponentially expensive that it is to own a home versus her fat ass renting and begging. And she shouldn't worry about a small increase, because she'd be worrying a whole lot more had she had a house. We forget about all that. Bigot. I don't know, I'm on like 3 or 4. This is a sad deal. This is what you get. You've created beggars. Now they're entitled beggars. They're literally entitled beggars. And they have the audacity to call you a bigot when you don't knee bend to their cause. Because they had too many kids for the most part and couldn't afford it. It's just amazing. Just amazing. Whew. The audacity of some folks. Being a grown adult, you got to have some cojones. You have to have some balls to be a grown adult and beg other adults in public, on TV, and then call them names when they don't give you money. You got to have some big balls. Yeah, deadbeat loser dads making babies, absolutely. And who picked the deadbeat loser dad? Who picked him? Did he just grab her off the street in a choke lock and drag her into his house and banged her out and became wife and girlfriend? I don't think that happened. I love him. He's the best. I love him. He's the nicest guy to me ever. He never does nothing bad, and when he hits me, it really means he loves me. He's just showing me his affection. I'm right here with it. Right on the nose. And you know what? If those people that I'm talking about had someone like me talking to them and made them sit down and listen, that's maybe what would have changed their bad decisions. Too many people coddling these folks. Oh, you're fine. You're the best. Don't worry. You don't have to do nothing. We'll take care of you. The prop up. I'm not going to prop it up. I won't. In fact, I'm going to kick the crutch out. Flat. And then when you're mad that I kicked the crutch out, I'm going to tell you, and what? I paid for the crutch. That's my crutch. I paid for it. I paid for it. We paid for it. It's our crutch, not yours. Just like Idiocracy. I'm going to fuck all y'all. And then he does. Fantastic. And then the kids grew up with daddy issues because daddy wasn't there. It's just it's a mixed bag of fucking, just a whole bag of shit getting dumped on our fucking porch and lit on fire. Just saying. Palisades is already rebuilt thanks to the Amish. Yeah, that's not true, but okay. I mean, I gotta tell you what, AXN went up there, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. Drove around the neighborhood. We saw maybe 10 or 12 houses getting actual to where there were a structure, like wood, wooden structure. No cement being poured or no walls up yet or any of that. No windows in. Just a wooden skeleton in a sense. That's it. And that's how all of those were that were up there. And other than that, it was just dead lots. Because most people haven't even got the clearance to build yet. And even more importantly, how is it that $100 million was raised for those people? No one got 1 penny of the 100 million except for these NGOs, these groups. And funny enough as it is the first group that got money is ran by the governor's wife. Things that make you go, So none of the fire victims got the money. But the group that got the money first was ran by the governor's wife. Got it. Understand it. And still, 8 months later, still don't know how that fire started. 8 months later. Sheesh. 8 months. Usually after 8 days, 2 weeks, you'll know. Especially a major fire of that size. Somehow, some way, they've never told you how the fire started. Oh, it's the winds, Damon. They had all these winds. It was the first time ever we ever had Santa Ana's. Never had Santa Ana's here before. It was a first-time crazy wind event. Then all of a sudden you had the tsunami right after that. What's wrong with you, Damon? Shit. Moron. So, just awesome. Oh, yeah, I'm sure my wits end. I'm sure. Sounds about right. I would bet, Robo. I don't know. Don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't doubt it if we found out that was, like all of a sudden it was a bombshell dropped, I wouldn't be surprised, I guess I should say. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. That's why Bass left for Ghana. Yeah, it was all part of the plan, I'm sure. That's all it was, man. The Joker and his whole crew, man. They did it. They did it all. They did it all.
It's all part of the plan.
It's all part of the plan. No show today, Chris. I mean, other than what you're watching right now, and we're about done. So I'll be home though. Like I said, I got a bunch of eBay listing cards, packing cards up to go out. So I'll be home. But you know what that means? When I'm home, usually you don't really, I don't really get the chases. So. But if by some weird stroke of luck we do, I'll be here. I'll even be ready with the fucking, what do you call it? With my CHP uniform on. No, Patriot's been pretty dead there, man. I feel bad for him. It's been really light. Even on Friday, I was checking on Friday and noticed we didn't watch it on Friday. It was pretty dead for a fucking Friday. I don't know if it's maybe the weather over there. I mean, I don't think they had too much bad weather in Florida in the last week or so. But I don't know. Maybe other people are doing other things. This one go. Oh, did they fix the fraud? Oh, they didn't. They didn't. Hold on. Look at it. Look at it. Where's Daniel Gus? If you've been a victim of fraud, contact the Federal Trade Commission now. If you have been a victim of fraud, and this is from a moron like me, 60 IQ, smoking bag after bag of weed, I noticed the word fraud. Okay, that's fraud. Spelled wrong. You've been a victim of fraud. Where's Daniel Gus? Daniel, where the fuck are you? Take a screenshot, Daniel. I want the @City Council. This shit's been up for months. Fucking months, Daniel. Okay, and shout out to Daniel for being on the John Phillips show yesterday. That was awesome. I listened to it, Daniel, not live because I didn't see the post on X until after, but I went back and listened to the piece live. But there you go. Federal agents in a moving van. Hold on. Federal agents in a van and moving truck descend on L.A. Home Depot days after court ruling of raid tactics. I was telling you earlier, wasn't I, about how they were supposed to not be. There was like an injunction. They weren't supposed to do the raids, and then here we are. So who's right here? I mean, I know that state law doesn't trump federal law, and those people are working on the federal side. I don't know. We're going to see, aren't we? Yep, Wolf Fruad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's how you spell fraud now. I don't know. I'm a moron. You guys tell me. I mean, because it's funny. Fraud is spelled right up top. Report fraud correctly. And then down here, an inch or two below it, it's spelled improperly or wrong. And of course, Daniel's not in here. Where the fuck is Daniel Gus at Substack.com? Okay, I'm hold on. I'm sending this to Daniel. Where are you, Daniel? I'm pissed that you ain't in here right now when we need you the most, Daniel. Hold on. I'm going to bother Daniel real quick. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Okay, got that. Let's send that to Daniel. There it is. Sent. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Now, I'm talking about Daniel Gus at Substack.com. The online journalist of the year. Okay, he loves to catch LA City and lots of other folks here doing bad things. And I assure you, as a writer, he doesn't like grammar errors. And for you to just do that and have it up and still have it up shows you just don't care. And that's just that. That's just that. You're a victim of fraud. You better call. And that is why I proofread every one of these stupid little things they put up. Right there. Just so you understand. This is what DI hire gets you. Misspellings. Grammar errors. And everything else. Wash your clothes in cold water. Make grammar great again. Yeah. Now you're like forced to read every bit, every word just to catch another spelling error. Because you know if there's one, there's got to be another. You know it. You know they gonna do it. Oh, man. The best part is it's the 5-letter word. Hey, look, they spell fraud right there. One of them hard words. Ah, yeah, we're done. This is the last bag. I'm done. Oh, hold on. There you go, Daniel. See? Daniel loves it. See, that's what I'm saying. A writer's always going to catch you on your errors. That's for sure. Spell check, spell check, spell check. All right, guys. Well, we got some interesting time in today. I'm kind of concerned, though, be honest, with Spindler. Haven't seen him there. You know, hopefully he's all right. Maybe he's sick. Maybe he's feeling under the weather. I don't know. I think he just partied himself out too much at the little ice slumber party they have going over there at the Federal Detention Center. Dodgers soon? Oh, yeah, the game. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Thank you. Do I have any WNBA cards? Funny enough as it is, I do have some. Anything I have up. I'm not trying to keep any of that. So I remember I won a free blaster box, and we opened it, I think, on the show. Same with that Pokemon. I don't open Pokemon. And then I gave all the Pokemon cards to my friend's son. I didn't want to waste listing all that shit. I don't know any of that crap. So, but I do have WNBA up. Nothing good, though, I'm sure. And very little, maybe 50 cards or something. But other than that, thank you for the likes, the love, the donos. The thumbs ups work and they're free. On behalf of Old Stink Bomb, who was here most of the time today. Shout out to Old Stinkums. San Francisco treat. I will see you guys on Friday for 2 shows, 10:15 a.m. for our city council, which should be fun, and of course at 8 p.m. for our normal Friday night crime wave party. Of course, keep the notifications on, please, because again, I could be done right now, and in 6 minutes there might be a chase popping off, and we're gonna hop back on right now in 6 minutes and watch the chase. So if you want to watch the live chase, keep the notos on. Other than that, have a fantastic hump day, guys. Enjoy your week. I will see you on Friday, if nothing else. Half of Stink Bombs and myself, we're gone.
This party is officially over.
See you guys. I'm a gang.
Bye.